Hello there, everyone, and welcome back to Christmas! Yay! Ho, ho, ho! I didn't think they could get any worse. Oh man, isn't that? Look at the boxes. Look at the boxes. I've lost all control of my life. All of it. Anyway, welcome back, everybody. Hello, hello. Yes, it is indeed Christmas. It is indeed Stationeers. These are indeed all things that are happening simultaneously. I've actually been chipping away at some stuff down there, but that's a little present for the new year, I think. If you're watching this in the far future, well, my apologies. You won't know what's going on. We've got this little thing called Christmas coming around the corner. In fact, if this is on schedule, it should have been tomorrow. If it's not on schedule, it would have been yesterday. You'll let me know in the comments when we manage to pull this off, I suppose. I am on the verge of death, but what else is new? Today, the plan is to set up a comfy little Christmas abode. And we've got quite a few things to do. I want to keep this a short one. So that both you and the shroom, the mighty Sporefather, can spend time with your families today. This is far more important than Stationeers. No, never thought I'd say it either, but here we are. There are some things that are even more important than this game. And those are probably outside the room right now, waiting for you to acknowledge them. You guys still here? Okay, cool. Let's continue playing. I'm going to open up the helmet here and quickly suffocate while we drink some water. Again, that'll never not be funny. And then I think we need to do some harvesting. Yes, we do have fern seeds. Very cool. So let's pull up some of these potatoes. And we're probably just going to eat them raw. There we go. Can I get that? There we go. Raw potatoes. Delicious. And we're going to put the ferns in these pods here. I'm going to eventually replace the entire stock here. We'll probably keep a couple potatoes going. But eventually we will want all of them to be ferns. I think we're just going to eat these as is. Quickly eat before you black out. We're 5, 10. That's got to be a record. That's got to be a record. Man just ate 5 potatoes before passing out of carbon monoxide poisoning. That's definitely... Put that in the Guinness book, right? I think I have to harvest this for it to grow more. So we'll just pick that up again. And then this water bottle can get replaced. Okay, and all the vitals are looking great. Definitely no flashing red warning signs whatsoever. We're killing it, Queen. 14 liters remain. Okay, what's the plan here? Well, we can grab this and this, go outside, and I think last time we were about to make ourselves a hard suit. Let's definitely do that. That would be a nice little change of pace here. Also, power is very, very low at the moment, which is a bit of a concern. I would like to fix that as well. That can get recycled. Those can get recycled. Okay, lovely. What are you sitting on right now? 42 iron. 42 iron. So 10 grams of steel. If you pull out partial reagents, you will delete them. So it's always ideal to try and get those numbers as round as possible. An empty CO2 filter, dipped in Mama Liz's O2 oil. Okay, so in the previous episode, we made ourselves some astraloy and some stellite. Today we're going to turn those into a hard suit. So let's go ahead and put these in here and get me hard. Okay, hard suit first, then make me the hard suit helmet. Excellent. What we can also work on here is the better filters. Oh wait, that's the wrong one. I need the hydraulic pipe bender, which is over here. And let's go. We could try and do the heavy one. I don't really want to use stellite for this though. Although you basically never have to change them. Nah, you know what? A gram of Constantin and we got so much excess silver. Let's just use it. Oh, there's the hard suit. Okay, make the helmet. And I would love a hard suit backpack. And a jetpack, too. Ooh, waspaloy. Okay, we need to make some more. The jetpack can maybe wait, but the backpack is definitely nice for one simple reason. It can hold my crayons. There is our hard suit helmet. Gorgeous. And then make me the backpack. Thank you. Okay, so here's the hard suit backpack. It is a big old grid. It's got 12 slots, which, as you might notice, just so happens to be enough space to fit. I think it's every color. I think it's every color. Okay, what are we missing here? One more of those. You can also take the filters. I think you can take 4 filters, right? Yeah. Not too shabby. Make some more. I would also then like to make the advanced canister. This one here, the smart canister, which we can make. Dope. Okay, get that one more filter, and then we'll make that one, and that'll be for our air and waste tanks. You can pressurize these up to 20 megapascals rather than just the 8 that we're used to. Then I think I've got an extra battery floating around here. Nope, looks like we need another large. No, and we can use our new toys. So you are going to be my O2 canister. Let's just spray paint you. And close this up. And I think let's go and go ahead and get that charging, and then we'll fill out the rest of the crayon pack. Okay, so you need to charge up to significantly more than you are currently set for. Let's charge these things up to 1800. And Gut says we might have just enough O2 to actually do that. Maybe. We can then also dump this one back into the room. Very cool. And actually do the same thing over here. Completely vacuum these out. Lovely. Okay, so there is an O2 and waste canister. And then I think I actually do want to recycle these, get the iron back. And then I think I want 2 more of these advanced canisters, because that way we can have spares of each, right? That just makes sense. Okay, so there's that'll be the spare waste canister. That can chill there. And then this one is going to be the O2 again. What are we missing here? We don't have black paint. Let's make that. We don't have brown paint. Let's make that. We're missing gray. Oh, we could finally paint that floor. Thank God. And one more. We're missing purple. Okay, that's the last one. Excellent. We got all the crayons. Now I gotta order them properly. This is terrible. Hold on. There we go. That's the way they should be ordered. I will not take any questions on this. Alright, then I need to get a battery. We could go for the nuclear one. Ooh, why not? Steel, Inconel, Astraloy. I think we made all those things, didn't we? Inconel. Inconel. Isn't that just the... it's fancy. Gold, steel, nickel? Oh god, it's so precise. I remember this one being a pain. Gold, steel... You know what? We don't have enough power. Just make me a large battery. You know, battery, comma, large, that's fine. I think the nuclear battery contains more power than that large station battery we have over there, so let's maybe not tempt the hand of fate too much. And I am actually going to keep this suit as a backup, just as it is. Okay, put that in there, which gives us all the bits except the O2 tank, so let's go ahead and grab that. And he's charged up most of the way, certainly more than it was before. Then we can go ahead and put the extra tank in there, get that charging. Excellent. And how much O2 do we still have in here? We still got about half a tank's worth. Perfect. So, with that in mind, we can now grab this. We can go ahead, swap the helmet, swap the suit, turn off the light, and just like that, suddenly, we're gaming. Everything's on. We are currently running on the hard suit. And now, if I go outside in my hard suit, I am going to be basically invincible. I'm so ready for this. There is, of course, one critical piece of the puzzle that we are missing. The drip. Because that right there, that's just not going to cut it. Aww. Yeah. Aw, yeah. Aw, yeah. Now we are cooking. Hell yeah. Look at them boots. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. 2 emergency suits, too. The luxury. Back in my day, we just died when we ran out of anything. Alright, now that we've insulated our bodies in a significantly more impressive fashion, let's go ahead and insulate our base. And specifically our little gamer room over there, we need insulated cladding. Let's see here. Insulated. There it is. Kit cladding. This one right here. I'm pretty sure that that is going to allow us to insulate our walls. Wall... Reinforced? Padded? Reinforced? Is this the one? One of these insulates the walls. Insulated wall. Stationeers. Okay, couldn't find a definitive answer, so I'm just going to go with my gut on this one. Let's go ahead and get the... Is it the cladding? Is that the one? Let's go ahead and chuck some cladding on there and just kind of see what happens here. I was under the impression, because it's also colored the same as all the other insulated stuff, right? I was under the assumption that this would insulate your walls, It does also have cool angled insulated frame bits and whatnot. Ooh. Ooh. Okay, maybe this won't insulate anything, but it'll look damn cool. Let's do it. Now, how the way Stationeers used to work, and this is probably no longer true, and I would really appreciate it if someone in the comments could explain this to me, but the way the game used to work is that all walls and windows were perfect insulators. Then there was a thermodynamics update, which I know changed this, but I don't know how it changed this. So are these windows the only thing letting heat in? Are these thin walls on the roof and the floors, like here, on the walls here, are these still perfect insulators, these ones? Because I know the way the game applies heat is to basically just check, does X cell have light on it? And if the answer is yes, then add heat. That's it. I know a lot of people were like, oh, why? You could do all these cool things to check it. I mean, you could, but they wouldn't do anything because that's how the game calculates heat. Stationeers. It's pretty simple. Also, doesn't that look cool? Oh hell! I didn't know we had this. Oh, the greebling. So many Oh, there's circles. Oh my goodness. This is incredible. Okay, I think I do still want the angled bit though for this. Hell yes, dude. Yes. Okay, sorry, I got distracted. What I was trying to say was, in Stationeers, the game only calculates does X cell have light hitting it from the sun. If the answer is yes, then apply heat. That's it. There is no further calculation. It is that simple. So, what that means, basically, is maybe we just do without this window, and then we'll have a proper viewing platform somewhere else. That may just be how we have to do this, because otherwise I can't really think of a way that we get away with this. I do like the way this looks, though. I do like the way this looks. Okay, maybe not right here, but we are going to use this another time. For sure. Like 100% for sure. So basically, if we want to make this room functional quickly, we've just got to remove that window. That's what it comes down to. Okay, let's go ahead and make a bit more of this stuff up. Okay, I'm going to continue on the assumption that this is actually doing something. I might be wrong. Please do let me know in the comments if I am. As always, this is a collaborative effort between your genius and my mouse and keyboard. Okay, no hate, but this is a great opportunity for a corner piece right here. Okay, is he a little obsessed with the corner pieces? Yes. Yes, he is. Is he going to try and find ways to use them? Yes, yes, he is. Does he kind of think this looks a little bit like snow on Vulcan, and that's very funny? Yes, yes, he does. You seem to know this guy pretty well. No light for you. So sorry. It do be a little blank, though. It's kind of hideous. We probably should have just used the wall kit, huh? What if we did something like that? Doesn't really look like an accent stripe when it's all of it, is it? Does that look intentional? It's hideous. It's so bad. Merry Christmas. It's so bad. Oh, what if it was gray? Maybe that'll help. Did not help. Did not help. You know what? It's fine. It's perfect. I love it. I love it. I wouldn't change it for the world. Absolutely no notes. Also, I'd like to just point out, we're standing around in the daytime, 700 Cs, and we're just chilling, man. Alright, then I guess we better just get going on that atmospheric setup. So what are we going to need in this room? We're going to need to take in O2, and we're going to want to take out whatever's left over. So the easiest way to do that will be to just have a pair of pressure regulators. One for pressure in, one for pressure out. So let's get that made. What's that going to be? Iron, copper, gold. And I have a feeling we're probably going to want a little bit more iron. We're going to be needing a lot of it after all. So let's do another 10 stack of silver. And we'll do another... let's do another 78 iron. And then basically when I'm not sure what I'm going to be doing, that's going to be making pipes. Although actually what I want is insulated pipes, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, you need to make me silicon then. That's what you're ready for. Alright, so what else are we going to need in here? We're going to want to let pressure into the room and out of the room. So we need a pair of passive vents. We do have the airlock ones in the ceiling, but I think we're going to want ones on the side. I'd also love a light kit, which I think we might still have some left over. We got one passive vent. Okay. Any light kits? Any light kits? I would definitely love to put the suit storage in there. None light kits, huh? Really? Oh, right there. Perfect. Okay, so how are we going to do this? I think one side of the room should have the O2 coming in, and the other side should have the filtered gas going out. So let's do that like this. We'll have our O2 come in here, and our gas leave from here. Alright, so now how do you do this? Well, first thing, you're going to want a pressure regulator coming into the room. This is basically going to allow gas into the space up until a certain pressure. And then we want the opposite for the return. We want a back pressure regulator leaving the room. This is going to let pressure through once the pressure behind it reaches a certain threshold. Just like so. Basically what you want to do is set this one to be a little bit higher than this one, and that'll ensure a constant flow of gas between these two for basically no power. You can also put a pair of lights in here. I'm a big fan of the round lights, as I'm sure you all know by now. Where do I want these? Probably one there. And one right there. And then I'd love a suit storage as well. And I still want to bring pure O2 into this room. Let's just place this down and have a look. So that's breathing in the front, propellant in the back, waste out the back. Okay. And I think this thing will vacuum out. I'm almost certain this thing will vacuum out whatever is attached to it. Like the waste tank, that is. Let's put this over here. What we're going to do is we're going to pipe the waste out into another vent just above it. The power is going to come in the side there, which is actually perfect because that's where this thing needs to get power anyway. That is the correct connection. Yes. Let's just check this. Yeah, data's up above that. We could read into the data port. I don't see any reason not to read the data port on this thing. So let's go ahead and connect to that. I want the pressure in this room to be, let's say like 58 kilopascals. And then I want you to let pressure out when we're at 55. Just so there's a constant flow between the two. Okay, so right now we've got power coming in through the floor. I think with these doors you can come in the side. Yes, we can come out the side rather. So this APC is connected up to the main grid. Ah, so the room has its own power. We don't need to use the airlock power. I forgot I set that up separately. Okay, go me. Okay, so we just got to move that heavy cable up there up a bit. Since this one's got its own power connection already, let's run over to it. So same situation, we're going to want to run up the wall here. And we're definitely going to want to color code this. Okay, propellant's going to come in the back. Right now our propellant tanks are stored there, but there's no reason they have to be stored there. They could just as easily be stored along this wall. So let's go ahead and grab some insulated pipe and connect that up. I want another vent for the waste tank, which is literally just going to sit right over, probably right here. And it's just going to be piped over and allow that to vent out. And then we need whatever the connection is from here, which is going to continue down and connect up to there. And that's going to be our O2 line. And we're out of power completely. So let's go get some coal and just run the jetties. We really need to build those Stirling generators. We'll do that on a day when we've got a bit more time, though. Here we go. Bit of coal goes in. Lights turn on. Lovely. One thing else we can do real quick, which hasn't been done in a while, is we can just dismantle and put back together all our solar panels. Yeah, they're all a little bit damaged. They're all really damaged, actually. No wonder we've got no juice. Why are you off? Ah! That's why you're off. That'll also do it. But at some point we need to just put down a damn heavy cable here. Or, alternatively, figure out what keeps burning this thing out. I think it's this thing taking power from that same cable network, which is actually very stupid now that I think about it. What if, instead of doing it the worst way possible, we did it a better way? I know, revolutionary. I just need to go get some heavy cable and connect that up to this. Okay, add that to the list of 16,000 things I'm going to forget to do today. Eat, 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 eat. Yes! He's blacking out. That's never not going to be funny, man. Oh, we might be able to get... Hey, we can get an almost full tank of gas there. Very nice. And then we can dump that out. Very satisfying noise. Alright, you need to move, Chief. You are in the worst possible location. I think I'm going to run you right over here. Okay, still not great to have this thing running straight on the ceiling. This is pretty prime real estate, but it'll work for now. I would not want to see a utility diagram of this base. I think it would actually cause some kind of, like, mental anguish Does give an opportunity to clean this whole mess up a little bit. Yeah, look how slowly my waste tank is going up now. This is such a huge improvement. Really is night and day. Yeah, what if we instead of running you all the way along my roof at all, we could just connect you around the long way. Uses a bit more cable maybe, but it does preserve all this space for, you know, the stuff I actually want to use it for. So you're coming along there, you're probably running along here. What's going on under here? I have to know. Aha, you're coming over like that, and then you're scooching along, and I guess that was done to give me that space on top. Sure, why not? But then you might as well just go along to here, right? And then if you're doing that, you might as well just go up a line, and then you don't bother anyone. This seems like a very good system. Hey, okay, there we go, lovely. So that now connects all of this stuff up. Awesome. And somehow we've ended up with only 2 more pieces of, we only had to spend 2 pieces of heavy cable. Very cool. Okay, I am actually just going to pull up the rest of this cladding. We'll make it pretty later. We got lots of wiring to do. Okay, I'm just going to stick this down into the room from here, just so that we can kind of get an idea of where it is on the ceiling. Just because placing these cables from inside is going to be quite difficult. Alright, that'll get that done. So that links up the lights later. And then I do need to go ahead and redo this. This is something we need to fix. It's going to keep breaking otherwise. Oh my god, being able to work outdoors in the daytime is just so huge. It's just it's just so much more visible for everyone, I'm sure. Oh, we really should have rushed that a lot sooner. We really should have. I'm so sorry for making you wallow in the dark with me. But there we go. Okay, these are now separate networks, so this shouldn't explode anymore. Hopefully, I think it was drawing just too much juice. This is reliable, it works, it keeps our lights on. Let's just leave it running. We got plenty of power coming in now. That's what you want to see. You always wonder why there's gas coming out of this, and then I remember it's that thing. Okay, cool. So we're fine there. We want to bring this gas over to there, strangely enough, because this is going to become our propellant. So let's do that. Okay, I'm going to spray paint this line here. This is the airlock line right above me here. I'm going to spray paint this black, just so we know what's going on. Oh, network paint is not working. Come on. Come on. Alright, whatever. Alright, that'll just make that easy to distinguish from this yellow line, which is very much not network painter. That is our propellant line. And I think maybe, actually, we want to go up and around and then down so we can bring it into this room without too much trouble. I do want to put all the regulators and stuff up here, though. Because I basically want to take that setup we've got in the base right now and just move it out here. So let's pick this up. Although if I've got the suit storage, I wouldn't need to do this, would I? No. Yeah, what if I just say I don't really care about the suit storage for the propellant? Maybe that's the strat here? Yeah, like what if we just take a green line going up and connect up to our night gas? And then that way, this thing can constantly just sort of filter from that when it's full? Just make it just put a one-way valve on it. That'll work. But yeah, people did say, why didn't you do this room sooner? And it's just because I knew how much stuff was going to be involved in setting it up. Like, this, it's not necessarily a reason not to do it. It was just, I knew it was going to be a big project. And to be completely honest, I was a little bit lazy. But the people have spoken. A more sane playthrough is demanded. A more sane playthrough shall be given. We are going to have to do a big cleanup episode one of these days where I just go through and completely redo all of my plumbing and piping. It's going to be very cathartic for everyone involved. Especially me. Okay, lovely. So that is our night gas line going in. What I am going to do is I'm going to paint this side of it. Alright, cool. So that is our jetpack situation sorted. We can now repressurize our jetpack tanks, no problem. If we really want to, we can run this along and connect it up there. We can do that. We can do that. If that's something you guys really want to see, I'll make it happen. Next up, let's do our waste tank line. And look at that. We've been running around the entire day, and our waste tank isn't even half full. Man, that's just, it's such an insane improvement. You can look at that, 11.5 megapascals. We can open this up, and that's going to go up to 15, and we can close it. And as long as we just do that at nighttime, every night, we'll be able to repressurize this whenever we need to. That's just, is huge. It's great. If you can't see why that's so amazing, I don't know what I can do for you. Your eyes don't work. Okay, you are going to get, this is going to be my waste tank, so that's going to get a little spray paint there. And that's going to be this bit. That's going to be the waste canister. It's literally just going to dump it into a vent right over there. Okay, cool. And then you are going to be our room gas, and I need to decide what color room gas is going to be. Green is propellant right now. Orange is fuel. Red is volatiles. Yellow is pollutants. Maybe brown? So ugly. Does kind of blend in, doesn't it? Could do brown. Sort of, maybe we could think of it as like a suave leather pad. Maybe. Okay, give me a vent, please. Passive. That wall is just a staple of this series. I can't be taking that away. I can't be doing it. You can't make me. I mean, you could, but I won't. You could, but please don't. Okay, dope. So that now is... oh, I gotta drink again? Man, where do the hours go? Okay, so that right now is our waste tank line. I hate this being brown. It's so ugly. You know what? It's gonna be pure oxygen. Just make it white. Make it white. Make it white. So simple. There you go. Alright, what else do I want for this space? I want another connection here. And this connection is going to be mixed gas. And this is going to come from a portable filter that's attached to an emplaced connection. And it's going to have to go through a one-way valve as well. Because the gas that comes out of this room is going to be a mixture of many things. And I need to be able to take it over somewhere and filter it all out. I'll probably just dump it back into the greenhouse, to be completely honest. Okay, what do we need? Another portable scrubber, another portable battery, wireless battery. Okay, so let's make that. I need the, what's it? I think it's what I'm looking at right here. It's the tank connector kit is I think what I want next. Portables connector, that's exactly what I want. Give me that. So this is going to allow me to attach the portable scrubber to the actual pipe network directly. So we're going to use this to strip the CO2 out of the room as well. Actually, you know what? That's probably the easiest way just to do this. Like, forget the back pressure valve. What if we just pump O2 in to the room? We'll set the back pressure valve to pull out CO2 as I breathe it. Yeah, no, this will work. Sorry, so what we're going to do is we're going to use a pressure valve to just pressurize the room, and we'll use this filter constantly running to depressurize it. That makes sense. Okay, give me silver and Constantin. So I want a CO2 filter, carbon dioxide filter. And what else do I want? I want volatiles, probably, and pollutant. I mean, how often do I really need to filter for pollutant and volatiles? Maybe I can just keep the... Yeah, I can just keep the filters in the room, right? And then just use them as necessary. So let's just make a shelf. That's way more sane. Okay, I'm trying to do this in like an efficient and sort of different way to how I normally do. Because normally by now I would have built a giant sort of atmospherics filtering array, which I haven't built yet. And I kind of don't want to. Okay, let's get this thing set up. So first piece of the puzzle is going to be the tank connector piece, which is going to live... I'm going to move the desk up a little bit here, I think. Just like that. And then we build the portable scrubber on top of it. Just like that. And then you take a wrench to the thing. There we go. I don't love that orientation. I do like having the filters visible, though. Because then I can turn it on. We want to leave that thing running constantly, basically. We can put this and this in there for now. Grab that table kit. Let's rebuild that. Just right over there. Perfect. Yeah, that'll work. That'll work just fine. Okay, then I don't need this setup at all. This back pressure regulator and vent, we can actually pick this up in its entirety. And therefore get rid of the brown, which is... well, at least this hideous brown coloring I've decided on. That's entirely self-inflicted. Okay, let's get that thing its connectors for now. Let's get that thing its, volatiles and pollutants. We only need to run those in when I accidentally dump a bunch of volatiles and pollutant into that room. And then just give me another carbon dioxide filter. You know what? Give me a, what else could I accidentally bring in? What is in the Vulcan atmosphere? I always forget. CO2 volatiles and pollutant. Okay, cool. So we just need a CO2 filter. Then I guess we'll just leave it as is. We need that. And this should very quickly vacuum out that room. So if we just stick this in here, that will turn on. And it has indeed pulled a vacuum in here. Lovely. Okay, cool. And that will then push that into that pipe pretty easily. And we just want a one-way valve on said pipe. Not that it matters, but I am a bit worried about stuff coming back through. Okay, one-way valve in place. Awesome. Now, it is not lost on me that all we're going to be doing here, if we take this to the greenhouse, is filtering the gases we don't want from this room and putting them in another room where they have to get filtered again, because I still don't want them there. But, you know, baby steps, okay? Baby steps. Alright, so what color do I want all this to be? I think khaki is going to be the color of a waste gas is, of, like, moving stuff around, right? Yeah, look at that. Doesn't that just scream hideousness? I think it does. Oh, and we haven't actually connected it to the network. There we go. So as I spray all this, it should now connect up with everything else. Look at that nice military olive drab. Perfect. Alright, so we should have siphoned out all that junk. Yes, we have. Very cool. I don't know if this is actually going to just vacuum itself, or if it'll just equalize pressure with the room, with the space. It will equalize pressure with the space around it. Okay, cool. That's fine with me. We don't need to actually pump it out. Then, this needs to get a locker. Build a shelf right over there. Chuck our CO2 filter in it. There we go. And now we can strip CO2 out of this room. Okay, very cool. We can also have some other emergency supplies stored up there. I think another CO2 filter for the space is a good idea, just so we have it. And then what else? We want to connect up the power. That is definitely something I'd like to get done. Okay, and let there be light in here. Excellent. Okay, another major step. So now all we need to do is bring in the oxygen, and this room is functional. Okay, one more CO2 filter, a bunch more pipe. Okay, we're taking a little hiatus from our main room build just to step in here for a second, as we have some interesting news to discover. Our ferns have sprouted again, and I'm slowly uncovering all the skulls in here, which is just... it's so funny, man. Oh, I can't get past it. It's just, they're everywhere. There's so many. Listen, the fertilizer is necessary, okay? What did I come in here to tell you? Oh, yes, that's right. Our ferns have sprouted again, and they're really cool because they produce significantly more oxygen for the exact same amount of water as the potatoes. I think they're almost twice as efficient. So it's genuinely a very good idea to be using these instead of anything else. And there we go. We even got some seeds left over. I will probably pull up one more rank of potatoes. I don't want to pull too many, just in case the ferns die for some reason. I think they do have different, like, happiness requirements, and I don't want to accidentally find out the hard way that I've gone on the wrong side of them. And I think we'll probably keep 3 fern seeds for this batch. Yeah, there we go. That way we've got another starter pack if something goes really wrong. And by really wrong, I mean it encounters me. Alrighty, cognition low, but vibes are great. How are we looking? Oh, look at that. We got a full tank of O2. Whoopsie. 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 I did it again. Whoopsie. Whoopsie. Crap. Well, dump this. We're going to have to redo that once more. This is the 15,000th time I'm having to do this. That's going to have a bunch of CO2 in it. Yep. Okay, let's strip it out. Okay, you-ho, go ahead. Get pressurized. Lovely. How are we doing for O2 storage? I mean, we've managed to make up this much. We're pretty good. Pretty good is what I'd say we're doing. We need some more coal in the furnaces. That's what I'm seeing here. Here, man, we gotta sort the power out. This is taking me an hour to put in 2 pipes. I gotta get to work. Let me go back to work. Okay, I gotta move oxygen to that room, and then we're happy. Okay, so right now that's where the pressure regulator is. So if we moved up here, we could bring the O2 line along the roof. That could work. That could work. We can actually knock out these two frames, technically, like in their entirety, and route stuff through those. And because we could just put down walls here, because this is now just internal base ceiling. And I think that might be exactly what we do. And then the oxygen can flow along that, sort of along there, through this, what is now this frame, and up to here, where it can connect up. Okay, let's go inside and do that. Alright, this is gonna hurt. Okay, that's the top bit done. We might as well just do this corner too. Just get the space back and then we can take out these doors. Okay, there we go. So now I should be able to turn that on. Suck the gas out of here. And we get all that space back. Lovely. And this is the wall of our greenhouse. So yeah, we absolutely do not want to crack that just yet. Not till this whole space is oxygenated. Okay, lovely. There we go. A couple extra doors, some extra walls back. Very cool. Okay, and now we've got sort of more unfettered access to this whole space here. You love to see it. Okay, we can also rotate our storage. Hey! Yeah, way more room. Way more room. That does also mean we can now remove this wiring, clean that up a bit, get some more cabling back. I didn't even know that was in there. Incredible. I think that must have been the old airlock light. Okay, now you. This was the whole reason we came in here. We want to go up and out. There we go. Okay, so now the oxygen goes out of the room, and we can then pipe that over to that space there. Okay, cool. So, pipe is very long, which means the O2 pressure is going to be fairly low, but the actual amount of oxygen doesn't change. There we have it. Yes, basically a fraction of a mole in each segment, but that's totally fine. We got 230 pascals. Well, now we can start to slowly pressurize this space over here. We can also put down an actual wall, but that is O2 connected, which means that we can actually now strip apart the oxygen from... What was it? We can strip apart the O2 from that space over there, flush all that out, take apart that tank storage thing, and move it into this room here, which is really awesome. I'm going to keep the O2 storage in that space, maybe? Do we actually want to move things? Oh, I think we want to move things, guys. Yeah, why don't we move oxygen storage into the living quarters? It should be filtered in here. This makes sense because this is where it's produced. But I think we should store it where we use it, right? So basically we're going to take this. We're going to put that away. We're going to pick this up for the last time. Voila. We're going to vacuum. We're going to pick you up. Thank you, thank you. All of this is going to be used basically one for one in the new place. So let's just not throw it away just yet. We're going to want to salvage whatever O2 is inside that pipe, which won't be much, but it is something. And we do that by just putting down this vent and then crushing it so that it pushes it into there and then picking that up. If you do it in any other order, you'll end up destroying a ton of your stuff. As long as we don't destroy any segments completely, we don't lose anything. Okay, cool. There's the O2 flow. Excellent. That's very nice. I guess that's all of it. Okay. Let's grab this. Let's grab those. Let's take all this into the new space. Alright, so you can get turned on, and we should start seeing O2 moving into this room. Oh, it's not plugged into anything. Ah, this is step 2. Then across, and across, and across, and across, and across. And presumably at some point we connected it up. Yes, we did. Okay, and there is O2 moving into the space. Oh my god, we've got 1 kilopascal of oxygen in here. Incredible. Absolutely incredible, because we should have a ton in that pipe. Yeah, look at that. 6 moles. Unbelievable. You ever seen that much oxygen in one place? I sure haven't. What I am going to do is move this down like so. And we're going to just put down a little bit of engineering. This is just going to be an emergency fallback, as it were. Okay, so what I want to do here, I want to basically put down that tank storage again. And some O2 storage. Honestly, we could just have that in here. Like that. Like, that could just be some oxygen. That'll work. Don't know if I love it, though. We could move this vent. Yeah. We could move the pressure regulator. So then I'd have another one there. And that's basically just our oxygen storage for this space. We can clean up this a little bit. Very nice. Now, for the suit storage, does this thing have its own, does this thing have its own pressure regulator for the O2, or is it just going to blow itself up? Because in the past, they definitely just blew themselves up. So maybe I want to put down a pressure regulator. Yeah. Why can't I pick this thing up? Oh, because it's attached to the floor. That'll do it. Oh, you piece of junk. You're going to fight me like this? Dude, come on. Just fit in the spot. Come on. You know you want it. Come on. Okay, so that's for you. That's to pressurize you. Then I guess we could just split one off to here. And have this valve be like there. And then have another pressure regulator in the ceiling. We do have this one. Yeah, there we go. Okay, cool. That'll work. So that's the aircon, that's the room pressurization. Okay. And then I just need to pipe you in like that. So you're going to set the room pressure. And again, let's just set you to like... No. Too much. Let's just set you to like... let's go 60. Turn that on. We need to power it. Firing completely in the dark here. Power's on this side. Easy fix. You're not doing anything. Now you're doing something. There we go. Okay. Just wiring completely blind. Totally safe. No problems whatsoever. Okay, you're gonna set the pressure in the suit tanks. I think just to be safe, we're gonna set this up to like 8,000 for now. I don't know when that thing explodes, so I'm just gonna put that. That's the usual limit I set for these sort of things. And then we need to power you. Can I fit a cable straight down here? I can. Awesome. Okay, you are in the pipes. There is gas coming into this room. Not very much of it. Okay, we're going to turn you off for the moment. We don't need to worry about pressurizing any O2 tanks yet or whatever. I think we can just sort of swap that. We can dump this CO2 canister into the space, and we should see the CO2 getting stripped out now. Yes, it is. Okay, cool. So our filters work. I don't mind if there's nitrogen in here. That's whatever. That's a holdover from a billion years ago. That's fine. Okay. So the filters are working. Cool. So now we need to run the waste gas pipe back. And then I guess we could just do something a little snaky-like. We could do one of those and one of those. And then we have 2 CO2 tanks. Oh, sorry, 2 oxygen tanks in reserve, right? I mean, let's just send it. I don't think we're going to be able to pressurize this, but we can just put it there. It's gonna. Well, we will be able to eventually. We just don't have enough oxygen yet. And won't for a while. So now if I were to turn that on, does that siphon gas out of here? So this was at like 8 megapascals. Let's have a quick peek. Still at 8. Okay, cool. So it's not like sucking gas into an internal inventory or anything. Alright, and we're at 6 kilopascals of pressure in here, so we're getting closer. In fact, why don't we just dump that out into the space? That gets us a lot closer. 16. Okay, so now we just got to air condition this space and produce a little bit more oxygen and deal with the waste gas. Because I do want to recapture that CO2. It's fairly temperate. Okay, and I guess we'll just dump that CO2. We just put a one-way valve and run it into this room. Yeah, I think that's the way we do it, right? We just connect it up to this room network. So whatever we filter out of that other room gets dumped into the greenhouse. That's basically how it's going to go. I just make sure I never pull a vacuum in there. Sorry, I never accidentally dump a bunch of very hot gas into there. That would be rather disastrous. Okay, let's just spray paint this khaki so we know what we're working with here. And then get to work here. And then I need to stop because magic needs to have a holiday too. 3, 4. There we go. Okay, fantastic. That is the waste return line connected, which means now if we breathe in our bed chamber, it is going to move the stuff over there. We'll move it back. Okay, cool. And the final piece of the puzzle is that we don't have water in that room just yet, but that can come later. I'm not too worried about that. What I'm going to do for now is just fill up a bunch of water bottles and leave them in there. And then we will do a full water rebuild at some point when we actually start producing it properly. Because we're going to need to start making a lot of it, or at least buying a lot of it, in order to do our, what's the thing called? In order to do our swimming pool on the floor, right? That's definitely going to be part of it. So let's go ahead and close this up. Let's grab a few bottles of water. Take one last sip in this room for the memes. And then I think we're going to take a few of these with me. Let's take like 6 bottles. Alright, we are definitely low on resources, but not gone, not dead, not yet. Getting there, but not yet. We got a bunch of extra suits. We don't need this many extra suits. We also have a bunch of extra materials in those suits we can now sort of extract back out. I think one of the suits can be trashed and recycled. Let's move into here. Let's get these stowed. We're going to pick a suit that we're going to want to sort of like repurpose. What are we at yet? 19 kilopascals. We're getting pretty close. We're getting pretty dang close. Alright, let's put those 3 there. We'll do 1, 2, 3 water bottles and some potatoes in the fridge. Those are our emergency rations. And then I guess we can come and dump some of that O2 back into this room. Hell yeah. 48 seeds. A little hot in here. It's a little hot in here. Maybe we want an oxygen filter on here as well, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. So sort of strip oxygen back into that room. That's why I wanted to use the back pressure regulator so that there was like a constant flow. Or we just got to set up air conditioning in there. But 50C is pretty toasty by any measure. Okay, are you the suit that was... No, you're the suit that was damaged, right? I think this is the one we're going to recycle then. I'm going to take it back with me. And yeah. We're just going to recycle this guy in its entirety. We don't need it anymore. Let's put that in here. So we got an extra suit in the greenhouse should we require it. Or maybe we just put that suit on the holster. Yeah, we could do that. Could do so. We can put that in the suit storage. No, but I want my suit storage to be for my suit. Yeah, this is going to be the emergency, like the backup suit. We're just going to put that here. Is there anything else I want to bring into that space? I need to put the valve there to connect this place up. And then that's about it. And then we can recycle these liquid canisters. They're empty. Those came from our fire extinguishers. Okay, open that up. Open that up. Lovely. The extra battery can live in here. The extra filters, we'll probably just save them for a rainy day. You know what? Actually, let's grab these out of there and just pour a bunch of extra filters in this space right here. That one I'll recycle. Yeah, I think that's the call. And then that can get stowed. And I think we do put an O2 filter on here just to strip oxygen out of this space. And then that thing will maybe be able to keep up. If not, we'll have to just use some sensor equipment to work with it. But I think, if I'm not mistaken, we can take off the suit. Oh my god. Oh my god. Look at that. We're running around. Oh, he's immediately happier. He's immediately happier. We could stow some of these. We could take a sip of the water. Yes, we can. I don't know why I'm not going above 100%, but I'm not. Whatever. It's all good. It's all good. Put the fridge back on for a sec. We did it, lads. We've got ourselves a little oxygenated space. So if I chuck this in here. It's vacuuming out my air tank. I think it just kind of makes it at that level. If I had to guess. So what goes there? Is that my jetpack? Okay, so we're fully stored up. And I think I can, if I drop this and we run around naked, we should see no suit or helmet. Okay, so you can still wear your clothes. You can wear your jumpsuit. But there we go. We need some furniture so we can sit here and stare at the view. The beautiful, beautiful view. I mean, it's pretty hot in here, but it's not otherwise too bad. Mood is not increasing. The atmosphere you're breathing is causing damage to your lungs. I doubt that. I think we're fine. It's 100% oxygen. What's possibly wrong with that? Okay. Put the suit on.
Temperature high.
Jetpack me. There we go. And we're chilling. And we're absolutely chilling. What's in here? Tiniest little shmushkin of oxygen. That's going to slowly pressurize this. I need an O2 filter in that thing. Just to siphon it out. And then I'm interested to see if this can keep up. Let's recycle these. And all assorted detritus. Bye-bye suit. Bye-bye helmet. And that's getting pretty full. Pretty full. Okay, then we want this in there, and I want an oxygen filter. Okay, we're gonna have to just use the cheapy one for now, because my other ones are all spent. Yeah, I'm out of steel. Which is a rather embarrassing thing to find myself in. I'm using a white coal for electricity. We need to find a trader with medicine as well, so we can fix our lungs. They're a little busted. Okay, so this is completely siphoning the gas out, which isn't ideal. That's not really what we want. Instead, we want... Yeah, look at that. That basically vacuumed the space out, which is really not perfect, because now it's all just in that pipe. So, rather than having an O2 filter on this, it's way too quick. We're probably going to need to use... I think we are going to have to just use a back pressure regulator for that. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. So this can just pull out CO2, and you know what? It's probably more important to pull out volatiles than anything else. So that can pull out CO2 and volatiles whenever we have them, dump them in the other room. We'll keep the O2 filter there just in case we need to vacuum the space out. It's pretty good for that. And then we do indeed need a vent and a back pressure regulator to control the flow of air out of here so we can keep it temperate. Okay. Take me into this space, and we're going to get this place linked up to that, because the temperature in here is still pretty good. And you all laughed at me for printing 50 valves by mistake, and look at that, we've used every single one of them. I definitely haven't just making up excuses to do so. Okay, lovely, and look at that, there we go. Pressure's leaving that room, most of it is O2, and it's being brought into this space. So basically all we've done is we've said that, hey, that outside insulated pipe is now an inside... it's now connected to the gas tank. So the output of our filter is the same atmosphere as our greenhouse. That is what we have effectively created, except it's a one-way valve, which means that this thing is actually going to start... It will sort of pull a bit of a vacuum in there. As long as you can see, it updates pretty slowly. Not a vacuum, sorry. It will equalize the pressure pretty quickly. How are we doing in here? We've still got 1,000... That's a kilomole. A kilomole of CO2, which is currently increasing as we filter out all the CO2 that was in that pipe. And we should see a bunch of O2 going into this pipe. Yes, look at 17% oxygen in here, which is rapidly declining as it's being replaced, being sort of resequenced, taken out, put back into this pipe network, and then that will be pumped back into our room. And hopefully in this exchange, it kind of cools it down a little bit, but we are going to have to set up proper air conditioning for that space in the next episode. We just don't have it right now, and it's heating up in there. The fridge is warm, and all the other machines, machine, singular, particularly that thing, is heating up the gas in that space. And with most of that out the way, I think it's long overdue for us to bid you farewell for this festive season. I hope you have a wonderful time with your friends and family. I am sorely missing mine, that's for sure. And by the way, if you ever find yourself in need of some company, our Discord server is always open. You can find a link down in the description. Some really wonderful people over there who all share sort of similar interests. So it's been a lot of fun to hang out with all of them. Anyway, I think it's time for us to truly and finally bid them adieu. Goodbye, Santa. Take your boxes with you. Or don't. Merry Christmas, everybody. And to all, a good night. You made it to the end of the video. Congratulations and thank you. That puts you in the top 3% of viewers. Here's another video that YouTube thinks you're going to like, and here is a list of all the patron and channel member names. If you don't see yours on there, you can find a link down in the description where you can sign up and support this content directly. If your name is on there, well, you probably already know that, huh? So, what are you still doing here?